and welcome to Joline Knits a Lot. This is my show about knitting in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. How are you? It is definitely fall today. We've been enjoying beautiful, warm weather, really warm for this area, up until today when it turned cloudy and cooler. So I am wearing a cozy sweater. It's my stripes pullover. It's a pattern by Andrea Mowry, and I used Farmer's Daughter Recollect as well as their Odang, which is a Surya Paca Silk blend to stay nice and cozy while I talk to you today. And I chose this sweater because I finished a project that uses the same yarn, so I'm going to share that with you in a minute. But before we get to that, I wanted to let you in on something great, a nice surprise for you and for me. I was contacted by the organizers of the Edmonton Fibre Frolic recently. This is an event that's coming up in Edmonton on the 12th and 13th of November, so pretty soon. And they asked if I wanted to host a giveaway on my channel for you, my viewers. And of course I said yes, because I couldn't turn that down. It's a great opportunity for me, and it's a great opportunity for you. So I have a really big bag of treats here that we are going to be talking about a little bit later in the show. So what's going on with you? What's been happening? It's nearing the end of October and I really need to stock up on some Halloween candy. My husband and I have moved to a new house and I have no idea how many kids we get in this neighborhood. So we're gonna have to stock up and buy the good stuff so we look like the nice neighbors who give away great candy at Halloween. So that's on my list of things to do. Also, I need to pick up some pumpkins for carving. I do love to carve a nice pumpkin and I love roasting the seeds. So it's a great time of year, but I do need to start getting ready because Halloween is coming up very quickly. Why don't we get into some finished objects today? I don't have that much. I feel like I don't have much to share with you today. So it might be a nice, quick little episode. But let's see what I have to share and we'll see where we go. Who knows? I might end up talking a whole lot. So I finished a couple things since we last spoke, and one of them is my All Sorts scarf. Now I am hosting a knit along for this project. It's the All Sorts scarf. And you can use whatever leftovers you have lying around. The pattern calls for fingering weight, but I used Sport, and you could use DK or worsted, whatever you have. The pattern suggests you could use 24 colors. I used 18. This is totally a make your own adventure kind of scarf. But let me just show you how I made out. So again, I used colors left over from this sweater, and this is going to look very familiar to you as we go. And I almost picked a similar color sort of striping pattern, even almost. So it starts out with a little bit of garter stitch, and then it moves on to some stockinette, and this is knit on the bias, so when you wear it, it's kind of got a bit of a diagonal aspect to it. There's a little bit of lace, but nothing too difficult, intermixed with stockinette and a little bit more lace, stockinette, lace, stockinette, stockinette. Again, a little lace, and then when you're ready to finish, and you can finish it at any time as I did, just make your last section garter stitch, because that won't be curling for you, and then you're done. I blocked this sweater, I wove in all the ends as I went, and it's actually, I think it's a nice size. I'll just try it on for you here. This is like stripes on stripes. There we go. And the tip here, let me back up for you a little bit. So this is a nice length, I think, for me. Hi. Just to I don't know, I think this is a nice length. It's not too long. I can tuck it in my jacket, or I can just wear it like this, and it's not going to be dangling and everything that I'm doing. So I'm quite happy. I probably won't wear it with this sweater because that's a lot. It's kind of a lot going on right now. I did sneak in a couple of extra little yarns that weren't from this sweater. One was, I think, yeah, this section, which is some of the yarn from my Easy V pullover that I had left over. And I have some crazy orange here. This was from a project that I made for a friend a couple years ago, and I had a bit left over. So again, it's a great project for using up odds and ends of your yarn. And it's a great project for kind of potato chippy knitting, I think. Like, it doesn't take very long to knit a stripe, and so you can just knit a stripe and then maybe knit another stripe and then maybe knit another stripe, and before you know it, you have a scarf. You can knit this scarf for just about anyone. I think I would knit this for the men in my life too, and I may or may not include the lacy bits. I don't know that it would bother too many guys. It's not like super fancy lace or anything, but if you weren't a lacy person, you could just omit it all together and knit the whole thing in stockinette. So that is my all sorts scarf, and I think I'm going to be needing it soon because, as I said, the weather has turned. I have one other finished project for you today, and that is just a tiny little pair of socks. These are some socks that I started, I think in September, when I just wanted something easy peasy on the needles. This yarn is, the main color is by Tiny Human Knits, who used to live in Alberta, northern Alberta, but I believe she's moved to Ontario. Anyway, Canadian dyer. She makes really fun stripy colorways, and I believe this one is called Little Stripes in the Woods, something like that. Scrappy Socks in the Woods, something about in the woods, definitely in the woods. Anyway, yeah, it's a great striping pattern. I love the palette, and the leftover, or the heels, cuffs, and toes were leftovers from many projects. This is Sassy Strings, and I believe it's in her Sangria colorway. I definitely used it for my Stephen West Mystery Knit Along last year. And it's the yarn that just keeps on giving. The yarn from that make along last year, which was my shawlography shawl, and maybe I'll just pop a quick picture here if you're interested. I had so much left over. Like, I probably used half a skein of all 5 colors. And so that yarn has been giving and giving and giving. Like, I have made so many things out of the leftovers, and I have 2 half balls left of colors that I plan on making socks with. So it has been, that was a very bountiful project, because I got my shawlography and I got a whole bunch of other projects also, including yarn for heels, cuffs, and toes that I've used for a couple of different projects now. And I really like doing that. I really like when I have enough yarn that I can make it useful, that I can use it in other projects. So that's just a little pair of socks. I used my Afterthought heel, standard stuff. And this was a 50-gram ball of yarn, so I just knit everything. Actually, that's not true. I think I had maybe 3 or 4 stripes left over, but I just knit 2 pairs that were the same. Or 2 socks that were the same. When I was winding up the yarn, I just I was weighing it as I was winding it up, and so when I got to the halfway point, I just cut it, and then I made the next sock the same so that it would start in the same place. So I think I lost maybe a couple of stripes just to make sure that they were the same, but that's not too bad. This one does have a heel, it's just hiding. Okay, and that's all I have finished today. I have a couple things that I'm working on. I'll show you the smaller thing first, and then I will show you the more complicated, secretive knitting after that. So it's October, and I realized I should probably start doing some gift knitting. Not that you don't have to do gift knitting. Nobody has to gift knit. If you knit only for yourself, that's perfectly fine. But I decided I would knit some gifts. And so I thought I would make myself, not myself, I would knit another Sophie scarf. Now my original Sophie scarf is right here, you may recall. And I just loved this pattern so much. It's so smart. It's just sort of, it starts out skinny, it gets fatter in the middle, and it gets skinny again. It's all garter stitch. And when you put it on, you just wrap it around your neck like this, tie a little knot, and you look super, super chic, which I love. Look at that. It's so cute. So I thought I would knit a couple for gifts. I checked out my stash, and this yarn, my original one, was a couple of sort of really light fingering, almost lace weights held together. But the pattern calls for something close to a DK sort of gauge. So I found a skein of DK yarn. This is Fiber Goddess in a 100% super soft merino. and it's called White Way of Delight, which if you're familiar with Anne of Green Gables, you will know that that's her name for a special sort of lane that is surrounded by trees that bloom beautifully in white flowers in the spring. And she names it White Way of Delight because Anne of Green Gables has a way of naming things. Anyway, so that's the yarn I'm using, and I started knitting up a little Sophie scarf, and I made this much progress, which is actually pretty darn good because I wasn't working on it that much, but it's really pretty. The yarn, because it's a super soft merino, it's got a bit of a shine to it, and I think it'll be really soft around someone's neck. So that is a little gift that I'm working on at the moment, and you will probably see a couple more Sophie scarves because I think everybody could use a Sophie scarf in their life, don't you? If you're looking for a gift knit, I think I would recommend it. It's very beginner friendly. I think it is a very relaxing knit, and you can knit one out of a skein of DK weight yarn, or you could hold a couple of like lighter weights held double, and you can have a lovely gift in not very long time. So Sophie scarf. Now a word of warning. I'm about to show you my under eye bags. No, I'm about to show you my Twist and Turns shawl by Stephen West. And if you are not interested in seeing this, I'm going to put a timestamp right here so you can just skip ahead to that time and not see it. Or you can close your eyes and just listen to me talk. I'll try not to give too much away. Or you could just totally get spoiled. This is, I began clue 3 yesterday. So like we're over halfway into this shawl. If you don't want to be spoiled, close your eyes, look away, come back at this time and we'll talk about that big giveaway. Okay? Deal? I'm going to put Stephen's face up. When you see Stephen's face, look away. And then while you're scrolling through, when you see Stephen's face again, come on back. Okay, here we go. When last we spoke about this mystery shawl, I had finished clue 1, which was, this is going to be kind of hard to differentiate because there's a lot of things going on right now, but I'll do my best. Okay, so clue 1 was this kind of, so that was this kind of crazy chevron-y kind of section with really interesting loops going on and some things that I hadn't really seen before. Clue 2 had 2 parts, and you had to do these parts on each side of this chevron section. So here's the chevron section, that's the middle. And then we knit some short row wedges sort of interspersed with some twisted rib. So this is all just garter stitch. And then there's a few rows of twisted stitch, more garter stitch. And that gives you this sort of wing section on the side. And then we picked up a bunch of stitches along the bottom of that, and we knit some cables. Oh, that is really looking good on the camera. And the cable section was quite fun to do. I do enjoy knitting cables. I don't knit them as often as I should. And then you did that whole thing on the other side of the center section. So that's one side, and then on the other side, you did the exact same thing. Okay, so there's that garter stitch section and then the cables. Again, this yarn was really a good choice for the cables, who knew? And just to remind you, the yarns that I used were this peachy color here is Polka Dot Creek yarns in their peach color. This light gray color is a single, and it is from Boss Lady Yarns, who I don't think is dying anymore. And it's called Silver Hair Don't Care. And then I just completed part of clue 3 yesterday. So the part that I have completed is this add-on section that goes on the end of the cables. And it has got some twisted stitches that travel back and forth. and make this long shape. So right now, it's nearly impossible to show you this shawl. It's a beast. It's big, and because it's knit in a modular way, so you're knitting a piece on, and then you're knitting another piece on, and then you're knitting another piece on. It's sort of hard to hold up. I'm going to try and lay it out and take a picture and insert it here if I was successful. I have some theories about what's going to happen with this shawl for the last clue, and I think the last clue is going to have to be a big one, because we're going to have to do something with these stitches that have been on hold since clue 2, and we have a set of those on each side, and then we also have these little loops that are sort of hanging out in the open, and I just wonder if maybe we're going to have to do something with them as well. Time will tell. But I think clue 3 is a nice catch-up week, because the pieces don't seem as daunting as some of the previous weeks. And like I said, I'm halfway done. I just finished one side, starting the other side, and then there's some optional sort of decorative stuff for some of the cables from last week. So I think I'm going to give that a try. I think the part of the fun of a Stephen West knit along is trying things that you wouldn't or haven't tried before. So I think it's worth it to play and to see what happens. So I'll just keep going along with clue 3, which should be done. I have been managing to keep up with his pace. And Stephen does say embrace your own pace, but I do like to keep up because I want to be ready for the next clue. So clue 3 I think should be manageable before next Thursday when clue 4 comes out, and then it's just a race to the finish. Well, it's not really a race, but we just have to finish this shawl, and then I'm looking forward to actually seeing the finished project and seeing how it feels to wear this big thing and blocking it out. I think it's going to grow a little bit. It might just be a big schlanket. Ooh, I could use a schlanket. Okay. Anyway, that's my knit along. Thanks for sticking it out. And if you are knitting along too, I would love to hear about your progress. Let me know in the show notes below. And we're back. Stephen West has done it again. He has got me knitting things that I never thought I'd be knitting, or knitting things in a way I never thought I'd be knitting. So it's been really fun. And now I want to show you what I have to give away. First, maybe I should tell you some of the details about this giveaway. So I haven't looked at this prize yet, and I'm looking forward to seeing it with you. But what we're going to do is this prize, this bag of goodies, as well as a 2-day pass to the Edmonton Fibre Frolic, will be yours if you win. I'd like you to leave a comment on this episode and let me know, let me know what gifts you're knitting for Christmas this year. How does that sound? What patterns are you knitting for gifts this year? Because I could probably use some ideas. Right now I've got the Sophie scarf and the Sophie scarf and maybe some socks. So if you have some patterns that you're knitting for Christmas or things you like to knit, let me know in the show notes below and you could win this prize. Now there is a caveat. You have to be able to pick this prize up. So this prize will be available to you at the Edmonton Fibre Frolic when you show up to claim your prize and your 2-day pass to the marketplace. So please enter. If you were able to attend the Edmonton Fibre Frolic on November 12th and 13th at the Edmonton Expo Center, and you could be the proud owner of this amazing prize. Okay, so let's actually see what's in it because I don't even know. So we have these bags. This is a bag that says Edmonton Fibre Frolic. I'll pack up my bags. I have the matching mug, and that looks like it's that is by Ginger Snaps. Hey, let's see what's inside. Oh, goodness. Okay, so there is, oh, look at this project bag. It's huge, and it's got cats on chairs, which is sort of ironic because my dog is sitting on a chair just over there. It's a really big project bag. Oh, it's lined with a lovely kind of lilac lining. And this is big, like you could almost fit, you could definitely fit a shawl project in it. You could fit probably a small sweater in it as well. It is a big project bag. And it is by Atelier Nekozuki. I always say this wrong. Here, let me show you them. So that is only the beginning. We have from Crafty Bones. It says pink hexy flower. Oh, this is beautiful. Look at that. That's a crochet pattern for those of you who aren't in the know. Look at that. It's beautiful. So you get a mug. I love a good mug. Okay, and not only that, you get a bunny needle felting kit. This is from the General Bean. Sorry, did I tell you that mug was from Crafty Bones? So you get a bunny needle felting kit. You get so much. That yarn habit. Look at this beautiful skein of yarn. It's called Pond Hockey. And this is thick. It says thick 80-20. 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon, and it's 135 grams in 135 yards and 113 grams. So it's I would say a chunky weight. That is gorgeous. Okay, just wait, because we're not done. You get a skein of ginger snaps in their dusty tweed in the colorway called Dust. That is a really lovely kind of it's like a pinky lilac-y color. And it's definitely tweedy. It's beautiful. It's really soft. Oh my goodness, look at this. I know who this is from. It's from Shelley's Artistry. It's like a little needle or like a stitch marker holder. It's got puppies on it. Crafty Bones is giving you this lovely, it is like a leather cuff or a leather keychain. Okay. This is unreal. You get there's a little stitch marker. This is by Sleepy Sheep, and it's got like a sleeping kitty. You get a sock kit by Rose Hill Yarns. This is called Sugar Plum Spice. It's one of their 50-gram sock kits, and I know this because I picked up some of their 50-gram sock kits recently at a recent festival. We're still going. You've got a whole bunch of minis by Hutopia Fibre Company. Looks like 3 minis in kind of a fun, sparkly fade. Those would be fun for heels, cuffs, and toes. We have got, I'm going to pull this one out. This is by Smiley Sheep. And it is called Paper in Fire. And it is a sock yarn, 75% wool, 75% wool, 25% nylon. Look at that. Oh my goodness. You guys are so lucky. This is in a pickle. It's by Small Fish Yarns, and it is as bright green as it looks. This is another superwash strong sock, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. We're still going. I got another sock kit. This is by Crafty That Way. Look at this. It's called Dynamic Duo Crafty Sock Set. And the colors are Cozy Cabin and Mountain Retreat. Oh, that is so pretty. It is 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon, and you get 50 grams of each. I'm not done. Numana Yarns is giving you this beautiful skein of Barbary sock. And this colorway is called, Oh, it is the Fall Frolic contest yarn. Look at that. Reminds me of a peacock. Okay, nope, still going. I have some Hurling DK. This is by Ancient Arts. This is a 50% Viking Norway wool and 50% merino wool. It is soft with a little bit of like, it's not, I wouldn't say it's rustic, but it feels like it's got some substance to it. Like it would be a strong yarn. This colorway is called, look, another fruit color. And that is a lovely DK. This would make a great hat. See? And wait, you're not done. There is a beautiful fiber braid. This is by Blue Moon Studio, and it is 18.5 micron merino mini in the mermaid color. Sometimes I wish I was a spinner, but then I just know that it would take away from my knitting time. But if you're a spinner, you're looking for someone to knit up your yarn, call me. Okay, just wait. Here's some more fiber. This is by 2 Times Infinity, and it is called Golden Beat. It's 25 grams of an 85.7%, I think it says merino, and 14.3% silk. That is a very, very fall colorway. Isn't that lovely? Okay. Nope. Oh my goodness, there's more. Her Leather Co. is giving you this beautiful, let's see, let's open it up. I think it's like a needle minder. You could put your needles in there. And it all just snaps up. It is buttery soft, beautiful leather. You also get a Fiber Nook measuring tape. I have these, they're great. You also get some genuine leather stitch markers. Look at these. Okay, wait. Now look at these, now that you can see them. Can you see? They have little leather circles for stitch markers. Pretty. And wait, there's more. Oh, this beautiful crochet hook. This is by Weasel Works, and it's made in apple wood. It's a 3.5 millimeter crochet hook. Can you see that? I'm gonna take it out so you can see it better. Also, I want to get a better look at this beautiful apple wood. Look at that. It says apple on it. It's 3.5 millimeter. Holy cow. I am really jealous of whoever wins this prize because it is amazing, amazing. And that's everything. Now my challenge is going to be to fit all of this amazing prizes back into this bag. I am so jealous of you. If you are going to be in town in Edmonton from November 12th to 13th, and you can attend the Edmonton Fibre Frolic, please leave a note in the below this video. I'm a loss for words for all these projects. Leave me a note in the comment box below. And you could be a winner of this amazing prize. I will be announcing the winner on my next episode, which will be up in 2 weeks, and that will be announced 1 week before the Edmonton Fibre Frolic. So let me know what you're knitting for Christmas, and you could be the winner of this amazing prize and a 2-day ticket to the Edmonton Fibre Frolic. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Edmonton Fibre Frolic, for involving me in this wonderful, amazing giveaway. And for letting me be a little part of this amazing festival. I'm really looking forward to it. They have done such an amazing job of growing a little fiber festival into something that's going to be, I think, something that is a premier event that people are going to be traveling to Edmonton to attend. And on that note, I'd like to say thank you for joining me. Good luck in the prize giving. My dog was chewing on a bag. Good luck. I hope, good luck to all of you. And if you win, you are going to be so well stocked for winter knitting. In the next couple of weeks, I hope you find time to leave me a comment and let me know what Christmas gifts you're knitting. I hope you find time to do the things you like to do. I know I plan on knitting Stephen West's shawl and finishing it. I plan on knitting a lot. Thanks for stopping by, and I will see you soon. Bye.